Just got back home from work. Can't wait to play some Minecraft. New update. Java update 1.19.1 includes the ability to report players setting abusive content in chat. Learn more here. I mean, surely it can't be that bad. Okay, let's see this article. Player reporting is a new feature coming to allow inappropriate messages, dangerous behavior, snapshot, communications, and FAQ. Ensuring the safeties when we're doing this, blah blah blah. Can I ban for swearing? No. Good. Does this affect private servers? Yes. I don't really understand this one, but okay. Is my online chat being monitored? No, we don't monitor traffic. Players can still use a reporting tool. Are using bots? No, we're not using chat moderation bots. Alter delete chat. We'll be relying on players to report dangerous or inappropriate activity in Mojang Studios. Yeah, I can't envision any scenario where this goes wrong. None at all. None, no bad scenario at all. Well, okay, maybe they did add chat moderation, but I'm sure it's a great update full of wonderful new content. What did they add? Oh yeah, what about those bundle things? Oh, okay, the birch forest. Oh. Well, at least they revamped the swamps with fireflies. They removed that too? Are you fucking serious? I grew up with Minecraft. I bought the game in September of 2012, and the first update I remember was the scary update. And that one was fantastic. I remember updates being full of great new content, useful stuff, and while there were mods that existed, the vanilla versions of things were almost always more preferable. It may seem hard to envision, but I and many other Gen Zers who experienced the greatness of early 2010s Minecraft pre-2016 remember a time before the 1.1984 update, lackluster features, failed promises, and general all-around disappointment at the time. It may be hard to imagine, but that time really did exist. I and many others predicted that after Microsoft bought Minecraft, they'd eventually hunker down and crack down on Java Edition, especially after they created the Bedrock Edition and had a marketplace with their own disgusting microtransactions and currency. This is the kind of shit I'd be fine with if I was still 13, but I'm not. And this is disgusting. Kids are so incredibly gullible and fall for this kind of shit all the time. Listen, if you ever bought Minecoins or bought something on the Minecraft Bedrock Edition marketplace before, with said Minecoins, my brother in Christ, you just got fucking scammed. Probably by some Nigerian hacker who stole a YouTuber's intellectual property without their permission. Either way, maybe that is just my pessimist viewpoint, but it doesn't change the fact that not only is Minecraft declining, it has been for a long time. And today I'm going to show you the signs. Minecraft started as a game that took from other games to get ahead. I'm not going to criticize Notch for that, it's a dog-eat-dog world, especially in the business and indie game design markets. And hell, today every indie game copies from Minecraft in some regard, whether it's the pixel graphics, building. I still remember the survival game craze of the mid-2010s. Notch took the idea for Minecraft from another game called Infiniminer that looks very similar to how Minecraft was in its alpha and in-dev days. Around this time, Mojang would be a small team wheeling out updates constantly during a time when alpha and beta versions would exist. The game would not get a real ending or objective path to beating the game until November 2011 with the release of the beta 1.8.1 update. And at this point there is basic redstone, basic building blocks, and with the later release of Minecraft 1.0 the game is effectively finished. And every other piece of content now on is just an add-on, and we as the community must take it like good little boys. It is my belief that we will never have updates like 1.4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, or 16 anymore. Updates that introduce tons of loved gameplay changes with a bunch of content, because if it takes Mojang a year to make this lackluster garbage, there won't be any more long celebrated updates like 1.8. Controversy isn't necessarily new for Mojang. Many updates have been controversial, and the new George Orwell update is no different. 1.9 was hated, understandably, by many for effectively ruining Minecraft combat and PvP. And to be fair, I still kind of agree. I do like the shields, but it kind of ruined everything. Beta 1.8 was criticized to hell and back for adding hunger bars and a whole new system players had to learn, but in my opinion I would give this one a pass because this and 1.9 aren't nearly as dangerous as 1.19.1. This update has real and dangerous consequences. If you never believed that Microsoft supports DRM, well, it's time to wake up because this is all real. They can ban you without you even doing anything. Remember that time in 2020 when people, including myself, lost access to their Minecraft accounts? Yeah, Mojang support took a whole fucking month to respond to a support email of mine, just to tell me to fuck off and ask the initial vendor I bought from, which took another month to get my account back. What if someone were to hack into your account, go onto his public server and get you banned? Well, fuck you, because your account was caught on there. Oops. Gotta buy the game again to play multiplayer. Shouldn't have wrong-thinked. Buy the game again. You know you want to. You can't live without Minecraft. I know you miss the warm feeling Minecraft gives you. One of the other reasons I feel this update is dangerous is because Mojang explicitly says they rely on players to report and remove those dangerous people from the Minecraft community. But if there's no real moderation of it, what if I were to grief someone on a public server? Do they ban me? But what if griefing is allowed on the server? What if that's part of the server? This is just not necessary. If I pay for a server, it's my server. You can't decide who is allowed on it and who isn't. You already sold me the game. You shouldn't. If I have to pay to host a server, then I should not have the game moderate my chat for me. I should be allowed to decide who is there and who isn't. A global multiplayer ban system is not necessary. I imagine modders will make plugins and mods to get around this. And even if Microsoft tries to do something, pirates always find a way. Ain't that true? I bring up modders because honestly, they do more work to support this trash-ass community than Microsoft or Mojang. You know, the teams that actually have money. There's a real management issue here with Microsoft and Mojang. And I'm not going to let Mojang off the hook here, because to some extent, a lot of this is their fault. I'm not even referring to the gaslighting of fans, telling people that just because something is teased in art, doesn't mean it's going to come to the game, despite it being a feature that was made and then removed because, ooh, my crunch time. Motherfucker, a modder could make this feature in like 3 weeks at most. Stop having crunch times for yearly updates. Spend time making your game better if you're going to make the effort to add on and potentially create game-altering changes. I'd much rather wait 2 years for an update that wasn't split in two for a real update that's actually good and healthy for the game. Mojang has always had difficulties creating content though, and while that may sound hard to believe, before Minecraft 1.6, the horse update, there was a mod that had a ton of animals in it. Among them, horses. All they had was the modder make the horses for them and just use those instead. Bruh. Really? Before the beta update that introduced pistons, there were already mods for it. Mojang once again, I suppose they stole this before the horses, but once again, they take and receive all the credit without giving it to the people who it's rightly due to. This is the part of the video where I say I don't hate Minecraft. I hate the higher-ups who cause problems to fill their dirty fucking grubby hands and wallets. Do you know the real reason why there's a chat reporting feature now? To please parents, prevent lawsuits, to please investors, and people in boardrooms who talk about their stock going up. Fuck that. If you put your kid in front of a computer for 19 hours a day, they're going to absorb all of it. And if you decide to neglect your child and have the internet raise them, boy will the internet raise them. They will become a hellspawn and become the very thing you do not want them to be at all. And if you, the parent, walk into the room and see a 2B2T-esque chat message, or so you think to sue, that's your fault, not the game's. Of course, Microsoft is a multi-billion-dollar company, so they'll do anything disgusting or greedy to grab a hold of or keep as much money as they can. And if they can make you purchase the game multiple times, you bet your ass they will. Overall, like most problems that occur in the world today, I blame capitalism for letting this happen. It's hard to imagine what Mojang can do to regain the trust of veteran players, including myself, after letting a tragedy like this update happen, and especially as Microsoft will tighten its ever-grubby iron grip on the developers of the game. Who knows what will happen. One thing is somewhat certain though, and that's that updates will continue, of course having less and less impact and only dividing the community, dividing the developers who struggle against inhumane deadlines to create mediocre content. And quite honestly, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing game developers who I grew up playing their creation constantly overpromise and underdeliver. It doesn't matter. I've played Minecraft my whole life, but right now I feel no need to play it or even care. After all, Mojang doesn't care. They truly stopped caring long ago. Unfortunately, I've moved on. Will I play this game? Sure, maybe now and then, maybe with some friends. But this is truly disgusting. This is where I check out. I can't accept this or these changes. Nothing good will come out of them. Not like I really care for Minecraft anyway, but for these reasons, like one of the investors in the Shark Tank, I'm out.